Peace to everybody. This is about Macaulay Culkin finally talks Michael Jackson in the silliest way possible, though. As you can see here in the picture, you got Macaulay Culkin, Weird Al Yankovic, and Michael Jackson. I don't know when this story was put out, but I just find stuff that I could put out. The world has always been fascinated with Michael Jackson, but ever since his passing, it seems we've been content to put the horrible accusations out of our minds and just enjoy the classic catalog of the King of Pop. So yeah, there's the whole world was fascinated with Michael Jackson, and they just want to get rid of all the accusations. They want to put it out of their minds, but people are just throwing it in their face constantly, and it's not really fair to the fans at all. Leaving Neverland changed all that. So yeah, it has really changed everything. Now, some fans are now looking for more evidence before they confirm his guilt in their minds. Some were convinced by the stories in the documentary and are more bitterly curious about the rest. So there were some people that were agreeing with Wade Robson and James Safechuck because those two are the most. They should get an award, Liar of the Year. I really do think they should, but because of all their manipulating people's minds about the lie, because it was all one-sided instead of two-sided. Everyone is ready to revisit the MJ allegations. Well, I feel as though everybody should not revisit the allegations because it's gonna think twice about what is really going on. Well, almost everyone, obviously, some members of his family are still defending him, and so is his old young friend Macaulay Culkin. Now, like I said, I believe Macaulay Culkin that nothing happened because when Macaulay Culkin was a little boy, he visited Michael Jackson a lot of times, and there was nothing going on between them. So I don't know why people are just saying, "Oh well, he did this and he did that," and I no, you cannot believe everything that you read on the internet because the mainstream media lied about this. Wade Robson and James Safechuck. They scammed HBO. They scammed CNN. Who knows what other outlets they scammed, but they scammed plenty. The Home Alone star hung out with the musician a lot right after becoming famous, something which the world of 1991 found completely adorable. Okay, so he has hung out with Michael Jackson plenty of times, and they never thought about that. And you know, everything was cool, was good with Michael Jackson and Macaulay Culkin. So yeah, there was nothing going on between them. Just a few years later, he was testifying about Michael's secret room above his bedroom, the one with the alarm system, which couldn't tell him if anyone was coming. So he had testified about that, and that's all it was. There was nothing more or anything like that, but it was about the alarm system. That was it. Nothing else, nothing happened. But Mac has constantly maintained MJ never did anything inappropriate with him. He was a witness for the defense. So yeah, Mac was a witness, and he maintained MJ, and there was never anything inappropriate with him. Because Michael Jackson started singing at a very young age, and it's just that Michael Jackson never got to have his childhood like he wanted and to become something more than a singer. So, to Culkin, the idea of the accusations, serious as they are, being true has apparently never been an opinion. Well, of course, there was no opinion. There's never been an opinion. The accusations were serious, but not by Macaulay Culkin, but it's because of Wade Robson and James Safechuck. In fact, he can even joke about them. So that's how Macaulay Culkin is. He's just Macaulay Culkin. That's all he is. He's just being him. Yeah, that's it. During a live recording of his podcast, Bunny Ears, at the Largo in Los Angeles Tuesday night, the former child star was interviewing Weird Al Yankovic when he facetiously asked a hard-hitting question of the priority master. I'm going to ask you a very serious question. What was your relationship like with Michael Jackson? So, Weird Al's got to answer all these questions of what his life was like with Michael Jackson. See, it's funny because it's the question interviews always ask him, which we guess he finds annoying because for him it's all settled. A L, who had two hits with my MJ spoof's Fat and Eat It, played along jokingly, but also were guessing sincerity answers. So Weird Al had two great hits of Fat and Eat It. But it was all a joke though. It's just who Weird Al is. Weird Al is Weird Al. Mostly platonic. I met him 2 or 3 times. He was pretty sweet to me. So that's Al. Weird Al Yankovic had met him 2 or 3 times, and he was pretty sweet to him. But there was nothing going on between them either. And the two laughed off the absurdly Mac respond. Sounds amazing. He sounds really cool. Yeah. After the bit, Mac did say something real about his late friend telling Weird Al. I will say he was a huge fan of yours. Yes, he always had your videos kind of playing constantly. There you go. Validation. Praise Hail Caesar. So there was a validation that nothing was going on between Weird Al and Michael Jackson. And they praised him for this one because at least there are some celebrities that tell the truth. And of course, the two men, they didn't tell the truth. So you know where they should be, in jail for all this mess they put everybody through. Interestingly, one of the other people who would likely rather the whole MJ controversy would die back down was also in the crowd, Michael's daughter, Paris Jackson. So Paris Jackson was in the crowd for the whole controversy thing, and hopefully she's hoping that it will die back down because she really can't take no more of this. I mean, all these accusations, it's just coming out of the woodwork. I mean, why would these people lie? It's just ridiculous. She was there with boyfriend Gabriel Glenn, showing support for Macaulay, her godfather, even wearing actual bunny ears. So, yes, as you know, Macaulay Culkin is Paris Jackson's godfather, and if she has a problem, she'll go to him and tell him what's going on in it. And as you can see here, the beautiful Paris Jackson with her boyfriend. I'm not sure how long they've been together, but she is a beautiful young woman, and her boyfriend is with her. But according to witnesses, she didn't seem to be having the best time. One club goer told the Sun. So I don't know why the Sun is saying that Paris wasn't having the best time. She is always with her boyfriend. Maybe some days she's not. It all depends on how it went. She didn't talk to anybody and just kept her head down, scrolling through her phone while smoking at a little table in the corner. Paris barely spoke to Gabriel and looked pretty downcast before sneaking backstage with Macaulay's girlfriend, Brenda Song. So Paris didn't really spoke too much to her boyfriend that much. So she decided, well, no, there are some things I don't want to tell him, but yeah, she's down to earth. She knows what she's doing, and she didn't really talk to anybody too much. Can't say we're surprised. She has not been having the best time lately with all this being de- deranged back up. What do you think of Macaulay joking about it all? Oh, well, yeah, Paris is kind of surprised she wasn't really having the best time lately with all this being deregulated or whatever that word is. But yeah, Macaulay Culkin, I know he's been making jokes about it, and that's good because he don't want to think about the allegations that was going on. And so he decided, well, I'm gonna make a joke of it. So that's what he did. But it's in a parody kind of way of making people laugh instead of giving people, oh well, that no, it's who he is. Macaulay Culkin is Macaulay Culkin, and he is the godfather of Paris. So Paris is just about had it with everybody as it is, and now they're saying that she's not having a good time lately, best time lately. I think she is because she's a strong woman and she knows what she is doing. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below. I am out.